Hello, I hope that you're doing well and enjoying your spring wherever that you are. The spring has been quite cold here, and even if there have been things that have been sort of holding you back from enjoying this time of the year, I hope that this video will make you feel warm and cozy and relaxed. As you can see, I am in my kitchen, and today I'm going to make one of my favorite salads. And this salad has been my favorite since childhood, and I remember how much I was waiting for my family to make this salad, for my mom, my grandmothers, because it was just my favorite. But this salad was only made during celebrations. So if it was the New Year's or a birthday, sometimes when we had guests, but usually this was like the festive salad, the salad that would be on the table for the New Year's, and I was so waiting for the salad to be made. I was so waiting for it. And the salad is called Olivier. It is quite an old salad because it was created in 1860s by a chef of Belgian origin, and his name was basically Olivier. I believe that you can read the story of this chef and how the recipe was sort of stolen from Lucien Olivier by one of his helpers, because there's the main chef at the restaurant, right? And then there are the ones that work for him. And so Lucien Olivier, he worked at Hermitage, which was one of the most, if not the most popular and expensive restaurant in Moscow. And everyone came to Hermitage to try this salad. Everyone was fascinated by it. And Lucien would not disclose the recipe of the salad. However, one of Olivier's sous chefs stole the recipe from him. His name was Ivan Ivanov, and he stole the recipe when Olivier was called from the kitchen. He went away, which he often would do to check some products that arrived and so on and so forth. Ivanov started looking, what is the sauce that Olivier is secretly using for the salad? And he managed to get some of the ingredients and some of the ingredients of the sauce. And after that, he left this Hermitage restaurant and started working in a different restaurant as a chef, the restaurant Moskva. And everyone started noticing that in this restaurant Moskva, there is a dish that is served, a salad, that is quite similar to what Lucien Olivier is serving in Hermitage. There was, of course, a huge scandal, and there are other conspiracy theories. However, the original recipe, the full recipe, was not disclosed up until after the death of Lucien Olivier. And I hope that one day I will collect all the ingredients from the original recipe of Lucien Olivier and his sauce, and I will make that salad, the original Olivier. Because as you can imagine, from the 1860s, there have been some differentiations in the recipe of the salad, because people would taste it and want to make it themselves in their home. Not everyone could afford going to such expensive restaurants. And today I'm going to make a variation of this salad that is my personal favorite. I would say this is Armenian Olivier, because I have noticed that what the Russians do is that they add mayonnaise, a lot of it, in the whole salad. I don't like doing that. And in my family, my mom said that before she did it, but then she decided not to, and I think she did a good job. Because first you can keep it like that longer in the fridge. It's tastier, and I also prefer a mix of mayonnaise and sour cream and not just mayonnaise. Like I said, the original recipe had mayonnaise, the sauce, but it was not just mayonnaise. So I'm dreaming to one day make the original recipe, which also had kapers in it, which by the way grows a lot in Armenia, but it's usually all the kapers that you can find, the marinated ones, which should be marinated, they're all brought from abroad here in Armenia, because people are just not using it. I'm like, someone with money needs to collect all these kapers and marinate it and even use it to export it to another country or other countries, because we have so much of this plant here. However, no one is using it, and we're buying it expensive, marinated small little bottles from other countries. Another thing that I like to use in my Olivier that people usually don't use in the Russian version of the salad is the parsley. I think if you're a vegetarian, you can totally exclude meat from the salad, but you have to add parsley. Now, I prefer Olivier with meat, but I've also tried it without meat, and it's still very tasty. But the most important thing is using parsley. Parsley gives a different taste to the salad. I'm telling you. And I've never seen Russians use parsley. And it just adds such a taste to it that I prefer and makes me fall in love with the salad even more. Now, I think there are so many ingredients in this salad that to me it can totally serve as a complete dish. So I don't even have to like eat it with something else, because it has vegetables, it has meat, it has greens, it has some spices, little. I only use pepper, black pepper, and salt, and I wouldn't want to use anything else in it. Also, I'm not adding apples or eggs to the salad. You can if you want. I've noticed that most of the Russians do, but I personally prefer it without eggs and without the apples. I personally prefer it just as I will make it for you. But I have to say that after COVID, as I've mentioned many times, my taste has shifted, and while I would not want eggs in the salad, I'm thinking maybe one day I will try it with a little bit of apple. But so far it's really tasty. All my life I've been eating the salad this way, and I've tried to make it different ways because I'm loving experimenting in the kitchen. Even though I don't like being in the kitchen so much, I think because I make cooking videos, you may have gotten the impression that I love being in the kitchen all the time. I don't. I really don't. I love cooking, but only when I want to cook. I think if I had to cook every single day, for instance, meals 3 times a day for a big family, like if I was a housewife, I would go crazy. But when I have the mood, I really like to cook something, and even several things. As you can see, there is something on my pan, and it's compote. So I used some berries, some apples, and made compote with it. So yes, I hope that my intro was not too long, even though I think it was. But yeah, it's a really tasty salad, and it was worth telling you a little bit about it before I make it. There is another salad that is French, and my mom has made it for us. It's a very tasty salad, and it also has a very intriguing story and even scandals and even political scandals surrounding it. But while I leave you guessing what French salad that is that would even cause political scandals, we will go to my kitchen and make Olivier the way that I like it. And if Lucien Olivier, our wonderful chef of Belgian origin, is watching it, I hope that he will have his blessing to make the salad the way that I make it, and help me in the future make the salad with his original recipe, just like he invented back in the day. Which will be very expensive, by the way, because I have taken a look at the list of the original ingredients. It's quite expensive. So the way that I make it, it's quite affordable. So sorry, Lucien Olivier, but we're not in Hermitage, okay? We're just in my kitchen. I'm sure he will give his blessing, and if he tries my version too, he will love it because it's really tasty. So let's move on to my kitchen, and I will start cooking for you. So here are the ingredients for Olivier. You will need cooked boiled potatoes and carrots. Boil them with skin so that they don't break, and occasionally wash them so that they don't break. Boiled beef, and you can exclude that if you're a vegetarian. Peas, marinated cucumbers, and definitely parsley. Parsley is essential in this salad for me. And for seasoning, just salt and black pepper. So first I start cutting the cucumbers. I make not too thin and not too thick slices at first. The point is to cut them into cubes. Again, the cubes should be not too large and not too small. You can probably tell how large they could be. Marinated cucumbers and in general marinated vegetables are some of my most favorite things to eat in the world, as they're just so appetizing. In fact, as I'm editing this video, I really want to make the salad one more time because it's just so tasty, and of course I've eaten it so many times that I do remember the taste. Next, I'm taking the beef and I'm starting cutting it again in small cubes. When you're cutting the beef, it's important that your knife is sharp, or else you will get the beef not in cubes but in just uneven parts. So definitely make sure that your knife is sharp, but also cut carefully so that you don't cut yourself. That's very important. Recently I cut my finger, but I didn't cut it with a knife as I was cutting something else, but I just was looking for something in the drawer, and I had placed that knife just in a way that I didn't notice it. So place your knives also correctly. Next, I'm peeling off the carrot. You can do it with a knife, with whatever that you feel comfortable, because we don't want the skin. And I'm cutting the carrots as well in cubes. Try to keep the size the same, okay, of everything. The carrot gives a really interesting sweetness to the salad, and of course it has vitamin A in it, and the fact that we're going to use sour cream and mayo in the salad as a topping, that will help the vitamin A be digested by our body even better. And vitamin A is very important for your growth, for your skin, for the vision. Oh, look who is there. It's Lady because she loves carrots. She smelled carrots and she's like, I want carrots, okay? I want carrots. Give me some carrots. And I want a beef too. And I want cucumbers. And I want everything. Give it to me. Oh, she's such a cutie. I love her. Next, of course, after I wash my hands, I'm peeling the potatoes. Again, we don't want the skin. And again, I'm cutting the potatoes, and this is why your potatoes shouldn't be, of course, raw, but shouldn't be also overcooked, so that, they don't break when you're cutting them. You can check how well the potatoes are cooked with a toothpick. And now, finally, the parsley. Now, I've noticed not everyone uses parsley in the salad, but I swear you have to add it because it gives an additional flavor, and it's the parsley that can still make the salad super delicious even without beef. And no, I'm not going to use eggs because I just don't like them in the salad. Adding the peas. And the peas are also marinated. I didn't cook them. Don't add cooked peas in the salad, only marinated. And now a little bit of salt and black pepper. My mouth is getting really juicy as I'm watching this recording, doing this voiceover. And there you go. Our delicious Olivier is ready. Amazing taste, and pretty much a full meal because it has vegetables, meat, and I also added some sour cream and mayo, but only when I serve it. I don't add the mayo and the sour cream to the main salad like the Russians do. I don't like doing that. I keep it in the fridge without the mayo, okay? I prefer it this way. You can try both ways and see which one you prefer, but I prefer it like this. Well, I hope that you try this recipe. Bon appétit!